Can you believe today is graduation day? Congratulations. You have made it to day 7 of the Your Sweet Without the Sweets challenge. I am so proud of you. It is time to celebrate. Seriously, it's time to celebrate. And I'd love to know what is going amazing in your life. Put it in the comments in the Facebook group, share with everybody. Let's just celebrate everything today. It's so important to recognize our accomplishments. It just brings us that joy and that feeling of, I'm doing it and I can do that. So go ahead, put it in the Facebook group. Let's all celebrate and support each other. I would love to know, what did you learn about fermented foods in our last session? Isn't Suzette Smith just amazing? I love her. And don't forget that you get a discount on all Garden Goddess Ferments products by being in this challenge. So when you go online, gardengoddessferments.com, and at checkout, put the code RESET in, RESET, and you will get a 10% discount on your order. And that is not just a first time, one-time discount. You get that every time you order from Garden Goddess. So that is my gift to you and Suzette's gift to you for being part of this challenge. So glad we could do that for you. And I would love to know, what are you still struggling with? What barriers are still in your way? Please let us know in the Facebook group. That's a place for support. People can help with things that worked for them. I'm in there. I'm here to support you every way I can. So please go ahead, add that. And I want to be able to make sure that you reach your goals. And what I would love for you to do is go in the Your Sweet Without the Sweets journal and write down, just take a couple minutes right now, write down what outcome or intention would you like to have going forward after the challenge. So just pause the video and put in your journal, what outcomes or intentions do I have after this challenge? Go ahead, hit pause, and then come back when you're done. All right, welcome back. So I'd love to recap some of what we've discussed this past week. And let's talk about those sugar cravings. One reason is that after your meals, the main function of the body is to digest after you've eaten. And your digestion takes up most of your energy. So when your body is using all of that energy, it's craving kind of an energy spike to keep itself going. And through what you've been doing your whole life, you've provided that sugar is that energy source for that quick energy. But now you're listening to your body, and you know that those sugary foods really don't fuel you, but you do know the foods that do fuel you. So as you eat those new foods that you've added to your diet that give you the energy that you need, that sustained energy that you need, sugar can start taking a back seat and your body will have that sustained energy. Another reason is that in most cases that you have the sugar cravings is the craving is due to psychological reasons rather than physiologic reasons. For example, the desire occurs out of habit of ending your meal with a dessert, with something sweet. And when you regularly eat foods that are high in sugar, that leads to certain neurochemical wiring in the brain that automatically triggers the craving for that sweetness after a meal. So if you've always associated your I'm done with my meal by eating something sweet, it's difficult to find closure with your meal if you haven't met that need. So by creating new rituals for after your meal, say, for example, you push yourself back from the table, you put a napkin over your plate, and you declare, I'm full, I'm done. You've declared it not only to whom you're eating with, but to yourself. And then let's create a new habit. Let's go for an after dinner walk. That's a healthier habit. You're not feeding your body the sugar that it doesn't need, and you're getting some movement in. So it's a double win. Another reason you crave sugar is the uneven blood sugar levels that may trigger these cravings. So if your meal is not well balanced and it's basically comprised of mostly your simple carbohydrates, that results in that immediate spike of the blood sugar level and then that drop down. Remember, I called this the blood sugar roller coaster. That's right. So when your body experiences that blood sugar roller coaster, so that going up and that dip in the glucose levels, it's searching for more energy to get back to that high, right? And it's craving sugar because it knows that that gives it that quick boost of energy. Those simple carbs also digest very easily. And that just means your body's going to call out for more sugar. So when you're fueling your body with your complex carbohydrates and your fats and your fiber, then your digestion is slowing down because you have the fiber. You're more satiated. You're not hungry all the time, and your energy levels go up. So you don't get this anymore. You get this. And that's what we're looking for, that balance. Cravings also occur sometimes after you eat a really salty meal. Your body's trying to find some balance, so it's adding sugar to counterbalance that salt. I know that happens for me after I eat Mexican food. After I eat Mexican food, which is generally high in salt, I always crave something sugary, something sweet. So just know that if you're eating that high salt, your body could also be searching for that sugar to bring itself back into balance. You also know how to properly read a food label. Remember, we are looking to count chemicals, not calories. So the first place you go when you're reading a food label is to the bottom below the table. We want to look at those ingredients first. And remember, the ingredient with the highest proportion is always at the beginning. So if you see sugar in 1, 2, 3, put it back on the shelf. You don't need all that added sugar in your diet. And if you see those words that are this long, you don't know what they are and you can't pronounce them, walk away. You don't need those chemicals or additives in your diet either. Your body doesn't need that. Eat whole foods. Eat your fruits and your vegetables and your fresh fish and your chickens. Eat the whole foods, the stuff that comes from the earth. And that way you're feeding your body with what it needs without the addition of chemicals and additives. That doesn't mean you can never eat a packaged product, but when you're reading those food labels, you know what you're putting in your body. So become a very informed consumer. You know, finally, there is an increasing body of research that tells us that excess sugar could be as addictive as some street drugs and have similar effects on the brain. And now I'm quoting here from Dr. Alan Green, who's a children's health and wellness expert. In medicine, we use addiction to describe a tragic situation where someone's brain chemistry has been altered to compel them to repeat a substance or activity despite harmful consequences. So in Dr. Green's opinion, evidence is mounting that too much added sugar could lead to true addiction. Eating sugar releases opioids and dopamine into our bodies. And that's the link between your added sugar and the addictive behavior. So that's something to really think about. And you know, It's not only food that affects sugar cravings. There are things that happen in your life that are a little more contractive, meaning they create tension. And then there are things that are more expansive, which creates relaxation. Examples of contractive activities are excess exercise or working too much, partying too much, staying up late, or that increased stress, even that chronic low level stress that so many of us are under. If you don't allow yourself the time to relax, then you'll find yourself binging on sugary sweets all the time, always searching for that dessert, that bag of peanut M&Ms, the Oreos sitting in the pantry. Your body is begging for a break, for those expansive activities like sleeping, reading, meditating, walking, taking a hot bath. So if you've been driving in awful traffic, or you've had a fight with your partner, your kids are totally out of control, or you just had a really stressful day at work, what do you crave? That's right, sugar, those expansive foods, because that craving is your body's message that it's trying to balance itself out. When I'm working with clients to deconstruct their cravings, we look not only at the foods that they eat, but their lifestyle as well. I've given you the 557 breath to relax yourself. You can use that anytime, anywhere, 2 minutes, and you can trick your brain into thinking that it's relaxed, and it works. Now, I'd love for you to take the time to look back at your Sweet Without the Sweets journal and look at the progress you've made over the last 7 days. And I'm curious, what did you learn about yourself? Share that in the Facebook group. I would love to hear that. This is your only body. And it's time to take action today. Let go of the past. Remember, there's no judgment here. This is a judgment-free zone. Everything that you've experienced up till now has served a purpose. It's helped you heal from pain. It's brought you comfort. But now you're just upgrading your software. You're finding healthier ways to bring you pleasure and comfort. One of the most common questions I get is, Carol, can you help me create my specific map to meet my needs and create my healthy habits? And the answer is yes. Whether you've never tried to change a habit, whether you've tried and failed to change a habit, or whether you've changed a habit in the past, my program will help you change your healthy habits and make them stick. I invite you to join me in a personalized Create My Healthy Habits Map discovery session, where we will lay the foundation and dive into what you want to make changes to your health habits now. I have programs available that no matter where you are on your health journey, you will be able to get some help. I would love to talk to you about my programs and how to help you achieve the health goals that you are seeking. Go to my website, cgshealthcoach.com, to schedule your complimentary discovery session with me today. You know, doing nothing is not free. There is a cost to not changing your health habits for good. How many jobs or opportunities will you turn down because you just don't have the energy to go full out? How many family vacations will you just sit on the sidelines because you don't feel well enough to really participate? How many dreams will you forego because of your body and the fact that you just can't keep up? You don't have to spend over 2 years of your life and tens of thousands of dollars to come up with a system that works. That's what I did. I created a system with the support and accountability built right in, so success for you is right around the corner. Picture a day When you have so much energy that you're able to give to your career and to your family and those you love. You have energy with no limits. Picture a day when a friend comes up to you and says, "You look absolutely amazing. There is a huge difference in you. What are you doing?" And picture a day when you can look back on your whole life and know that you've lived without limitations, with focus and clarity. I'll leave you with this. Doing this work has completely transformed my life, and I want you to know how to transform yours. You can transform your life and put yourself and your health first. You can transform your life and have the energy to accomplish everything that you want to. You can transform your life and have a bigger impact beyond the constraints of poor health. Work with me. Let's do this together. Work with me and you can transform your life. I would love to know your insights and appreciations that you've discovered throughout this challenge. Put them in the Facebook group. Drop me a message. I would love to know what you've learned. I'll be sending out an evaluation and I'll post it in the Facebook group. Please fill out the evaluation so I can make this course as wonderful as possible for everybody that would like to take it and to gain the knowledge to kick sugar in the butt. And I would also love if you'd provide testimonials, either written or video testimonials on how this challenge was for you. Thank you so much for joining me in the Your Sweet Without the Sweets challenge. I look forward to speaking with you in your personalized Create My Healthy Habits Map discovery session. Hey, don't forget, schedule that today. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful rest of your evening, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.